Hello, I'm Richard Winters, and I want to address a situation today I see a lot of people having problems with. The idea of lunging their horse, sending their horse out in a circle to exercise their horse or to show the veterinarian how the horse is moving around, if it's a lameness examination, whatever it might be. This is what I typically see people do. They will bring their horse out to the middle of the arena, and they'll say, okay, come on, let's go. And they're driving them around and driving them around. Do you see what's happening? How I'm chasing that horse's butt around, hustling him around, but he just keeps turning and looking at me. Have you ever found yourself in that situation? Well, I'm trying to get him to go, whether you use the end of your rope or whether you use a lunge whip. But whew, I'm already out of breath. He's on the inside lunging me. Was I on the right lead? Could you tell? Finally, someone showed me how, hey, Richard, think about this. How much rope do you have? Well, I've got about 12 foot of rope here. Well, look at your horse's butt. It's already out there 12 feet. Why in the world are you chasing your horse's butt around? What needs to happen is you need to have control over this horse's front end. You need to be able to pick up that front end and move it left or right. So think today about direction and drive. I'm going to give my horse direction to go off to the right, and drive. I'm not going to think anything about my horse's butt. I'm going to move that front end over. Now he's in a position to lunge. And you see how little I had to work and how little I had to do to make this happen? Now he's traveling to the right. I'm holding him in my right hand. I can see his right eye. He's out there on the end of that rope. Now I'm going to step in here and just move those hindquarters out of the way. Now I'm going to send him off in the other direction. What are the two aspects? Direction and drive. Don't feel compelled to go off to that horse's butt. Stay right at this front end. I'm going to swing this rope. There, see how this horse steps away? This is the horse that we have just acquired at the Thatcher School. He came just last week, and I really have not done any lunging exercises with this horse. Maybe he knew something about it, maybe he didn't, but I just brought him out today to demonstrate this idea. Now let's move those hindquarters out of the way. There. Now, one more time. Direction to go off to the right. Drive with the left and push that front end away. I will explain this time and time again at my clinics and tell people, don't go chase the horse's hind end. Drive that front end away. And the people will say, okay, I got it. And I'll say, okay, give them direction, give them drive, and they'll come in here and they just become compelled to move over here for some reason to go around that corner. I'm saying stay right here. Ask that horse to move that front end over. Think about this. If your feet are going backwards, your horse is probably training you. So I'm stepping forward, moving forward all the time. Direction and drive. Hindquarters out of the way. Where's that other eye? There it is. I don't need to find that horse's butt. I need to direct his front end. If you're not very handy with this rope, you need to practice. Just from the tack room over to your horse, practice swinging this rope. And I like to swing it overhand as I'm heading towards my horse, not underhand, not like a softball player, but like a baseball player, overhand. Can you make it real small? Can you make it real big? And you got to be handy in both hands. If you're left-handed, you might not be as good with your right hand. Swing that rope. You see it going overhand here. When I go to send my horse off, it's overhand towards that front end, not underhand. Because it's pretty easy for people to get tangled up. Direction and drive. This horse is being a superstar, isn't he? He's doing a really nice job because I'm speaking clearly to him. Certainly you can have a horse that has more difficulty. He's just doing a great job. Hindquarters out of the way. Where's that other eye? There. How little I have to do and how much I let this horse do. And let them out there at the end of that rope, especially when you're just lunging your horse on the end of a lead. You don't have that much rope with you anyway. You don't want that horse too close. Now, hindquarters out of the way. Where's that other eye? See, I build this propeller. Ask him to move away. Now, that propeller is not an idle threat. It's coming his way. I'm not just going to swing it like I'm fanning him. Now, this horse is very sensitive and he moves away very nice, but should he not move away, then that propeller is going to come right at him And no, I would never hit him with that propeller, but if he stands still, he might run into it. He's out there loping in a 12-foot radius. I'm moving my feet forward in a microcosm of that circle. He's just doing great. Now let's move those hindquarters out of the way, and we'll just wiggle that rope. He said, whoop, whoop, where are we going? He says, I don't know. There you go. See, we've gone back and forth so many times, he just had that little habit instilled in his head. I said, no, I just need you to step back now and yield away. So think about that next time you go to lunge your horse. Don't feel compelled to chase that horse's butt out of the way, because probably the issue is in the front end. You need to get those shoulders to move over and out of the way. Then you'll be in a position to drive that horse. I hope this will help you avoid some pitfalls next time you go out to lunge your horse. It's a little bit of lunge line logic. I'm Richard Winters, and thanks for watching.